right. We are back once again. This your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. And we are live. Sorry about last weekend for not going live. You know, I caught up with family. So yeah, we'll go ahead and break into the science of this evening, which is you don't need PPP when you have consistency. So as you guys come in, give me a sound check. Let me know that everything is okay, and we'll go ahead and break into the science of this evening. If this is your first time being on this channel, we welcome you. Subscribe. Also, King Mel, what's going on with you? Also, follow me on Instagram, which is Red Rooster, Rhode Island Red Rooster 22 on Instagram. I'm always posting things on my 2013 Freightliner Cascadia. Also, we're going to talk about some updates and stuff that are going to be coming to the channel, and some about some encounters and stuff I had, you know, about some people particularly and stuff like that. I'm gonna give them some pointers on how they can help their business. Okay, so y'all give me a sound check. Let me know everything is good. We'll go ahead and break into the science this evening. So is my audio sound okay? Am I coming through all right? Brother Andrews, oh man, you know what? Man, I didn't even know the I guess you got service down there and stuff, man. So shoot. Hey, hope you enjoying yourself and stuff, man. 'Cause ain't nothing really cracking back here in the States or whatever, you know. Hey, I mean, oh, you got the Wi-Fi, okay. 'Cause look, I ain't gonna even kid you, man. What you had talked about in that last video, I mean, I was, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was all kind of scared and stuff, man. I said, shoot, this dude, man, I hope they don't kidnap him and stuff like that. But you know, you put the rest what, you know, what a lot of people and stuff, man, were kind of thinking anyway and stuff. It's just like when I went to California, you know, they told you, man, it's gonna be a bunch of gangsters down there, crip walking, and the LAPD and all that other stuff there, and you broke down in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, but not guard. How your truck? What's wrong? What's going on with your truck? Oh, you got security with you? Okay, all right. I'm just saying, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, like, man, you know how they say it and stuff. You probably went down there to Sosa house. You know, you went over there to Sosa mansion and everything and stuff, and now he trying to tell you, you know, he can do some stuff for you. But you know, you gotta do something for him and everything, you know. A coolant hose bust. Okay, well that's not too bad and stuff. I mean, you know, they ain't too bad and stuff, but yeah, I had the whole thing set up, man. I should have. I forgot all about it. Right when I went live and stuff, man, I was gonna show it to you, but you know, without saying too much and everything, I'll wait till you get back over here in the States and stuff, and then we'll really go in. Cooling hose busted. I'm fixed now. Took me about 30 minutes. Okay, yeah, that doesn't qualify as a breakdown. See, breakdown when you sit over there on the side of the road or something like that. They talking about tow truck and all that. You just had a minor mishap and stuff, but you know, you went and took care of it, and that's that. So, you know, you gotta quit scaring folk, Brandon. You gotta quit scaring folk and stuff. But you know, then again, I mean, your truck shouldn't even be doing that, man. I mean, with all that stuff you replace. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it and stuff, man. As y'all know, 3 weeks ago, I went and got my transmission rebuilt and stuff, and you know, I posted up how much the repair cost. It was about $5,800 and stuff. So, you know, when it comes to issues like that, let's see, it's always something on the. Yeah, it is. It is, Brandon. It certainly is, man. But you know, when it comes to issues and stuff like that, when your truck is breaking down, whether it's transmission rebuild, engine rebuilds, or whatever and stuff, and you know the repairs become, you know, the repairs, you know, the repair bill and stuff is kind of up there. You know, people, these are the things and stuff that people be concerned about, right? When they talking about, well, I want to become an own operator, and then you know they see these bills and stuff that people are posting up where they're saying, man, hey, listen, I lost my truck because, you know, repair bills and stuff, they just kept ganging on me, so on and so forth. So, you know, people will always emphasize the importance of having good credit and, you know, having good credit, having a big bank account and all that other stuff there and everything. But see, what they don't tell you is how you actually get to that point, right? How do you actually get to that point? And so how is it that people, when they run into repair bills and stuff like that, they just go ahead and take care of it and stuff, and that's that. And so, you know, I mean, I tell you, I'm no millionaire. You know, I'm no millionaire and stuff, and I mean, many others out here that are doing it, they're not millionaires either. But you see, what helps you out off of 200 miles, that's 2,200. Yeah, man. This market is blowing up, man. This market is blowing up. But you know, people see, you know, they see things like this, and then they say, well, you know, I don't have that type of money and stuff in my account or whatever. And so, you know, how is it people like you and many others and stuff can do stuff like that? Well, you know, once upon a time it wasn't like that. Once upon a time, many of us and stuff couldn't go in. You know, if they told us and stuff, man, hey, listen, this is what you need and stuff for the repair bill and stuff. You know, hey, you had to get the truck up and stuff, or let it sit there, or you know, you just had to find something else, man. So, the key is if you have consistency in your business. If you have consistency in your business, then you'll know how the money is made. You'll know how the money is made, how quickly you can make it, right? And you can make your decisions from there. You should have at least $30,000 in the mark. Yeah, save, no credit. That's right. Consistency is the key. Plain and simple. Consistency is the key and stuff, man. You gotta have, you know, when you have consistency, you'll know how the money is made, how quickly you can make it, right? And then, you know, you can do things and stuff more confidently. You know, talk about, well, I want to go out here and purchase a used truck and stuff, right? And I always say, you got to be focused on your business. You got to be focused on your business and stuff, man. Let's see, repair bill, $206. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing and stuff, man. Heck, you can, you know, you would have spent that in the Chrome shop somewhere. So, you know, you would have spent that in the Chrome shop somewhere. So I mean, hey, I'm sorry you can't get that chrome bezel and stuff, you know, that you had your eye on and everything. You know, you had to get that hose fixed. You know, you'll go back next week and stuff. You know, besides it's already, wait a minute, they probably still open. You probably can still catch them. I don't think he closed till 9 o'clock. That's if he came to work today. That's if he came to work today and stuff. He kind of funny. He kind of funny. Him and that dude over there in Bordentown and stuff, man. They the same chrome shop, right? But they real funny. Those cats are real funny. But anyway, you know, you're not buying no more chrome. Okay, all right, I got you. Yeah, you ain't buying no more chrome. It's either, if you ain't buying no more chrome and stuff, it's either you ain't got no more chrome to buy. You ain't got no more chrome to buy and stuff, or I mean, that's what it is. You know, chromed everything out, so there ain't nothing else in there to chrome. It ain't nothing else in there to chrome. That's why you ain't buying them. But the consistency is the key. Plain and simple. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a lease driver. It doesn't matter if you're own operator with your own authority. You know, it doesn't matter. If the consistency is key. The consistency is what's going to determine what to do things, how to do things, so on and so forth. It determines what kind of equipment you're going to purchase, whether you need a new truck or a used truck, because some of the questions and stuff, that was thrown out there, like, one of the things that I commented on and stuff 2 weeks ago when I was talking to another owned operator, stuff, shout out Calvin Leaks, off the top rope and stuff, another person who understands business and the consistency of it. We was talking about brother HT, brother HT and stuff. HT just went and purchased him a 2007 reefer unit, and so we was looking at the price and stuff like that. And so as he said it based upon what he was looking at the auctions and stuff like that, it was a pretty good deal. But he made that purchase confidently and stuff because he knew it wasn't going to take a lot of time for him to make that money. He parted with it. It was money. He didn't have to go to no bank. He didn't have to go to no bank or get it financed and that stuff there. He just went over there, talked to the people, cut them a check, took the trailer over there and stuff, and that was that. And so the only thing he had to do was go get it looked at, get it serviced, make sure everything was up to par, put it on the work and stuff. And so now he done made his money back. Now he done made his money back and stuff. He doesn't have to do a lot of research and a lot of guessing and all that other stuff there. It's all taken out because he understands the consistency of his business. And so, when people start to make moves and stuff like that, right? Some of the questions that come up, like, man, well, how is he able to do something like that? How is he able to do something like that? And so, I tell a lot of people, look, okay, are you following this guy? Are you following them, or is it just some kind of run-of-the-mill thing and stuff, right? Because a lot of these guys and stuff I follow. So when they sit there and decide to say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go over here and make this move right here, then it's no surprise. It's all it's expected. But some people, and they're the one that come up and stuff, and they ask certain questions and stuff like, oh man, daggone. He must have went to a bank, and he must have went to a bank or some kind of financial institution. No, he just had the money in the account. And so what we try to tell people and stuff, especially those that are talking about purchasing equipment, right? And my intake, my opinion about buying used equipment and stuff is, number one, if you don't have any experience, and stuff like that, then, and you still want to become an own operator anyway, then, you should be aiming more towards getting something new. And the reason why I say get something new is because you learn while you earn, getting a used truck and stuff, you can easily wind up paying for something overpriced over something that was, fairly simple, Like I said, my transmission rebuild, for instance, that was $5,800 with clutch. And so, anyone that has experience and stuff will tell you, well, yeah, we shopped around. I got familiar with these guys here, and then I finally made a decision to go here, and this is how much I wound up spending. But, when you don't know, and you're taking your truck to the dealership, they're easily hitting you up, They're easily hitting you up $15,000, $20,000 for something that it doesn't even take that long and stuff to do, cause the guy, they'll tell you, man, yeah, well, we're gonna need your truck and stuff for a few days to take care of that. And the guy did a complete rebuild and stuff and had it done in a couple hours. He had it done in a couple hours and stuff. I took my truck there on Tuesday, got my truck back on Wednesday. That was for a transmission rebuild and stuff. And so, that was me having to put the footwork in and stuff, and ask around to several people and stuff, whether it was up here on live or just putting in the footwork and stuff myself, Ultimately, I came to these guys here and stuff, and I liked the price, I liked the work and stuff like that, and so, I took it there. This was after me talking about over a year that I need that rebuild and that transmission. So, when you understand your equipment, and stuff, you understand the severity of certain situations. Some things and stuff you can put out, some things you can put off, other things you can't, right? But again, it comes through experience. It comes through experience. Experience is what's going to get you consistency. Consistency is what's going to get you to where you know, you can take care of certain things and stuff like that. You can create what we call a portfolio, a real trucking portfolio, about how you're going to take care of things, how you're going to save money, where is the money going, so on and so forth. You know, a lot of people want to set up these portfolios early, like when you get in a lease program, for instance. I see a lot of guys going over there to, you know, you get these lease programs and stuff, and then, you know, you're setting up all these portfolios, you know, going over here to ATBS, and you're going over here to ATBS, and you're setting up LLCs and all this other stuff here, you know, and getting yourself established. You're trying to set up a portfolio, and you don't even have any money coming in. You don't even have no money coming in. You don't even have a plan and stuff. So, you know, you just got this great big nothing sitting here. And so the opportunity that you had to use it in your business effectively, you squandered it because you started it off too early. You know, you started off too early and stuff. Team Flute, what's going on with you? So, you know, setting up a portfolio and stuff, I mean, you can set something up. You can set something up small, right? And then when you get into the more bigger things after you get yourself established, then that's because you know where you're going. You know, like you get in the lease program and stuff, you know, you got one or two problems and stuff. Number one, you either don't have experience, or two, you don't have any money. And most of the time it's going to be those two things running. They're going to be running side by side and stuff. You don't have any credit. You don't have no experience. And so you get into this program and stuff, and so you make one big settlement. You make one big settlement and stuff because they decided, okay, you know, once you sign on the dotted line, they was going to give you a week where you don't have any expenses and stuff like that. And so, you know, you get all the money. You think, okay, well, hey, this is what I'm going to be making consistently, right? Because, you know, they sat there, they ran me, and they ran me. I followed directions, and, you know, this is the money I made and stuff. And so, I mean, anyone that's trying to wheel you in on a hustle, and stuff is going to always, you know, they're going to always give you the best of the best and stuff, right, from the start. You know, it's just like smoking dope. It's just like smoking dope and stuff, and all, you know, alcohol and all the other stuff there, you know, to get you wheeled in, you know, to get you that first buzz, to get you that first high. They got to give you the purest of the pure, you know. And then after that and stuff, you're just chasing that high. And so they tell you not to be worried about all the other stuff in business, and just do things and stuff like you did when you was a company driver. We're going to take care of you, you know. We're going to take care of you and stuff. We're going to make sure that your truck is running and making money and stuff like that. And then, you know, here it is, you know, 3 and 4 weeks later and stuff, you're still sitting in the hole asking the question, okay, well, daggone, shoot, I just sat there and made a $5,000 settlement when I first got here. What's the problem? You know, what's the problem and stuff? And so, you know, the whole concept and science of how business and stuff is taken care of, how it's maintained, they're giving it to you incorrectly. You know, oh, we're going to take care of you. No. When you're in business, you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself. You got to learn the ins and outs and stuff of this business, because the people that are in charge of you, they're not, you know, they don't have anything to gain or lose. You know, they sitting there 9 to 5 employees. So whether your truck ran 1,000 miles, 3,000, or you didn't run at all, you know, their paycheck and stuff is going to be the same. They're going to get it on Friday. They're going to be able to cash it. And you as the business person, because they're going to remind you that you are an own operator, that you're a contractor. You know, you're sitting there leaving with $0. In fact, you're owing them money. You're owing them money and stuff. You're sitting over here, you know, $600-700 in the negative, and now $600 or $700 that turned to $1,500-1,600 in the negative. You know, so the only thing that's consistent in that department is the amount of BS that they're giving you. So it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Okay, well, come on back over here and get it. Come on back over here and be a company driver. Be a company driver. Come on over here and drive my truck and stuff. While we're sitting over, we're paying you, 30, 40, or 50 cent a mile and stuff like that. Meanwhile, we're sitting there booking freight. We're sitting there booking freight for $4 and $5 a mile and stuff. Shout out to the high gas prices and stuff that's going on right now. So yeah, come on over here, drive my truck and stuff like that, and then we'll make all this. Don't worry about the business stuff, right? You see how bad an owned operator is. Even though you're working for an owned operator, okay, it's a mega carrier, but yeah, it's a mega carrier and stuff, but it's still an owned operator. Doesn't matter who truck you're driving and stuff. The person you're working for is an owned operator. Just come on over here, drive my truck. All right, Mr. Turner, what's going on with you? So, when you begin to learn the ins and outs and stuff of business, right? When you begin to learn the ins and outs of business and stuff, the rates, rate confirmations, the lanes of travel, those sort of things there and stuff, and you get yourself established. You get yourself established in a lane, whether you got your own authority, you set up a contract, or whether you're leased on, you're talking to business and business-minded people, on whatever contract and stuff you decide to get on. Okay, hold up, this guy's coming up over here. Hold on. What? Yeah. Okay. Do what? No, I'm staying here. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Guess these guys feel like these parking spaces over here and stuff is the parking spaces over here belong to them and stuff like that. Let me remind you where I am, right? Let me remind you where I am and stuff. Now, this is Walmart. Okay, this is Walmart over here. You see what I'm saying? I'm parked over here on the side of the road, and so what the guy decides he wants to do is. And stuff, he wants to declare the parking space and stuff his, right? This is why we can't park at Walmart, by the way. He should have got here early. There's plenty of places to park and stuff, but he wanted this particular space here. Should have got here early enough and stuff. I'm just here to take a break and then I'm out of here. But anyway, just getting back to it. There we go. That's much better. Understanding consistency. As you begin to get an understanding and breakdown of how things and stuff work, in your business, right? You then start to make the money. And when you start making the money, you'll know where the money is going and stuff, and where you can put it to where you can get certain things stuff done, right? And so the problem with that is that we get a lot of people who look at, and I'm gonna say trucking gurus and stuff like that too. You get these guys that look at trucking gurus and stuff and say, well, I want to be like him. I want to be like him and stuff. He's pushing a Bentley and he got a $500,000 house and so on and so forth. Those sort of things there, and it's like you wasn't watching the person when the struggle was real, right? Kind of struggle's been real and stuff, and always have been, always will be. It's all on a matter of how consistent you are in taking care of your business and stuff like that before your business becomes too overwhelmed, right? A lot of guys sit there and make money. Well, I'm not, Yeah, I mean, well, they won't put it up there for free. Just put it that way and stuff. You got to buy their literature. You got to buy their literature and stuff like that, and then they tell you about the struggles and stuff and so on and so forth. But and don't get me wrong, to a person who's established, I mean, to the victor goes the spoils. Problem is that you know they make it seem easy. They make it seem like, oh well, you can just go out and you can get it tomorrow. And that's not what it is and stuff. I mean, it comes with a lot of hard work and ingenuity. You got to come with creativity. You got to learn the ins and outs of things and stuff, right? Learn the people, who are the hustlers, and stuff, and who are the ones that are out there hustling. Who are the ones out here hustling you, Because I mean, we're sitting there we're sitting there. You're going to work for a company. And you've been moving freight and stuff for like cent per mile, and so that cent per mile and stuff like, well, they're starting me off at 90 cents a mile and stuff plus fuel surcharge, right? Okay, how much fuel surcharge? 30 cents. All right, 30 cents and stuff. So it's 90. So they've been paying you $1.20, but the freight overall and stuff, they've been moving it and been booking it and stuff, man, for $4 or $5 a mile, right? And you only get $1.20 of that to take care of all your expenses and stuff like that. So, meanwhile, I mean, heck, they sitting over here and stuff, if it's $4 and stuff, they walking away with $3.80. And all they had to do was book the load and stuff. No equipment to take care of or maintain and none of that stuff there, So they cut you out from the business aspect of things and stuff, and then you running your truck for pennies on the dollars. That's the lease program right there. That's your lease program. So you see, when you don't understand the business and how things work inside of business, you just sign the contract, run as much freight as you can and stuff. Okay, listen, you need to give me miles because miles equal money. Money equals paying stuff for me, right? Because I got my expenses I got to take care of. So, why do I say that and stuff? I speak from experience. My first place that I leased on with was Dart. And Dart, their base pay, Dart was the highest paid lease program and stuff there was. They were the highest paid lease program and stuff there was as far as cent per mile and stuff. And so, I was over there at 93 cents per mile. 93 cents per mile stuff plus fuel surcharge. 198,000 a year. Welcome to inflation. Welcome to inflation and stuff, where they sat there and took the goalpost and moved it back. You see, with all the PPP loans, SBA loans, and all the other loans and stuff that you can think of, right? And you can't do anything with the money. You can't do anything with the money but make business purchases and stuff like that. So, you got guys, $75,000, $100,000 at a 1% interest rate. They know you got the money, so I mean, what they're gonna do? Just keep the trucks at the same amount of price? They're gonna keep it at the same price. They're gonna keep it at the same price and stuff. A lot of people who sat there and got these loans were people that don't qualify. That's why when they make these purchases, that you notice that they're getting picked up just as fast as they just as fast as the money hits their account. The money gets in their account and stuff. They're gonna make one bad purchase stuff. Next thing you know, they're in jail. So, they're not gonna leave the mark. They're not gonna leave the market and stuff in a position to where people can go out here and just make two purchases. I mean, heck, the down payments and stuff were real affordable once upon a time. You're talking about people want down payments and stuff, man, as low as $3,000. But that was too much for people. That was too high and stuff like that. Now these same people that wanted $3,000 down payments, now they're up there and stuff, $10,000, $15,000 down payments for used equipment. That's right. Lease payments going up and stuff, but not the lease payments are going up and stuff, but not the information to help drivers make money. That's not going up. That's steady saying the same and stuff, or they say that they make it pay. They're giving you incentives, and they're giving you incentives on you know, like whatever little programs and stuff that they have and stuff like that. They'll give you a few extra dollars, you know, to do this, that, or whatever, you know, when that's you know, it's all your money. It's all your money and stuff. But you know, if you don't know, then well, they're just gonna keep it all. They're just gonna keep it all and stuff. So you know, like I said, when I went to Dart, it was 93 cents plus fuel surcharge. Things didn't work out over there. I went over there to National Carriers. National Carriers, 88 cents per mile plus fuel surcharge. The difference between Dart and National Carriers was Dart, they gave you the fuel surcharge load and empty. National Carriers, the only time you got the fuel surcharge when you got loaded, and then they got a sliding scale over there. So if you're empty, you don't even get the base pay. You just get I don't know, you gotta get 50. They'll give you 50 cents. They'll give you 50 cents and stuff, you know, providing that you drive your truck a certain amount of miles. All right, what's going on with you? But yeah, that was the name of the game and stuff. That was the name of the game in there. So, you know, then I get my own truck. I go to the All-State Express where I'm doing expedite. I'm thinking I'm making big money over there. You know, $1.30 plus fuel, $1.30 plus fuel surcharge. I'm thinking I'm making all types of money over there. All types of good money. You couldn't tell me anything and stuff, man. I'm like, shoot, everything I'm doing, I'm making over $1 a mile. Everything I'm doing, I'm making over $1 a mile and stuff. And so, you know, so anyway, that didn't work out over there. And right when I made that move over there to Roadrunner, that's when everything became clear. Problem was that, you know, I done gave most if not all of my trucking life over there to a company where I wasn't making money. Nothing like having your own MC, right? It's nothing like having your own MC and stuff. But you know, the thing is that a lot of people get their own authority, and some of them go in with the mistake. They go in with the mistake and stuff of not establishing themselves with their own MCs. And so what's going to happen is that they put themselves out of business because they think the way to go over there is just to keep hauling freight off a load board. You know, okay, well, I got the DAT board, right? I got the DAT board and stuff, and so, you know, as long as I fill out all these carrier packets and stuff for people, then, you know, I'm good to go. But not establish yourself in business. Not establish yourself to where you can get some consistency, you know. So you got your own authority and you're running from coast to coast, right? Whatever freight and stuff that you can find on that load board and stuff like that to make you some dollars. But, you know, everything dries up eventually. Everything dries up eventually. So, you know, when you're talking about getting your own authority, you got to be to a point to where you got yourself established, right, with some kind of customer base. And I'm not talking about hauling for a particular broker or whatever and stuff, right? Oh, well, all your loads you're hauling with is with Landstar. Well, just lease the Landstar. You know, you hauling loads and stuff for this specific carrier or whatever, but you got your own authority. Why not just cut down on your expenses? Because at the end of the day and stuff, it's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in another. You know, it's their policy versus your policy, but you're not really escaping nothing. You know, why not just go over there and haul for them full time? You know, instead of sitting there squandering your opportunity of having your own authority. What good is if you're not establishing yourself to get a customer base? You know, you want other people to do stuff for you. Okay, fine. Well, hey, cut down on the expenses. I mean, there's nothing wrong with leasing on. There's nothing wrong with leasing on and stuff. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, if you're going to be hauling freight for these particular guys all the time, cut your expenses down and stuff, and just work. You know, just lease on with them. You know, that's the mistake I see a lot of guys do with their own authority. You know, it's just like over here where I'm at and stuff. I just tell, hey man, there you go. You always hauling freight for these. You might as well just lease on. What's the difference? You know, they're throwing you a few extra dollars and stuff like that. But okay, well, nobody's real over here looking over your shoulder and stuff. But if you ain't doing anything wrong, if you ain't doing anything suspect, you ain't got to worry about nobody looking over your shoulder. Somebody's gonna be looking over it. Somebody's gonna be looking over your shoulder anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's just the wrong way to have it. You're gonna have your own authority. Hey, if you're gonna have your own authority and stuff, man, set up your own customer base. Is what I'm saying. Use it for people for what they are. You know, if you need backhauls or something like that, you know, you got your customers that you serve. Right. I mean, of course, Amazon's going to, we were looking at, if you look at the job market today, and stuff, right, what I'm expecting to happen and stuff over the holidays is that they're going to sit there, just like they gave us the COVID exemption last year, I believe they're going to do it again this year. They're going to give us another exemption because, the job market and stuff need people more than ever before, Right. That's what it's about right there. Setting up a triangle. Setting up a customer base and stuff somewhere in that triangle, and running those same lanes. Okay, even if it's East Coast, West Coast, even if it's East Coast, West Coast and stuff, I mean, you should understand that you should have a customer base and stuff. Okay, yeah. If I run to the east and stuff, then that customer over there, or if I run from the east to the west or to the west to the east, whichever way I run and stuff, right, one of those customers should be mine going that way. If I can get a customer on both sides and stuff, that's wonderful. But I should have a customer base and stuff, my own customer base. There's no in-betweens and stuff in there. That's where your consistency and stuff is built because, I mean, truth be told, a lot of these guys talking about lines of credit. They're talking about lines of credit and stuff, you need to build your credit up and all that other stuff there, man. Something I always knew and stuff, but I didn't really talk about was that, when it comes to loans and lines of credit and all that stuff there, the only people that's going to get it are those that don't need it. Just keep it real with your stuff, man. Those that don't need it, they're the ones going to get the line of credit. So if you're talking about $100,000 line of credit, they're going to be people that don't need it, But don't get me wrong and stuff. I'd rather have it and not need it and not have it. But those and stuff, they get those large lines of credit and stuff, they're not sitting there needing that $15,000 or that $20,000 or that whatever your line of credit. You're not going to need it. It's just something that they're extending to you and stuff because of, of how long and stuff you've been doing business. Or, in other words, you probably already got that money. Even though they say it's unsecured, it's really secured because, they look at your account and they already see, well, yeah, we can give you a $100,000 line of credit because he got $100,000 in the bank or $50,000 and so on and so forth. That's how that typically works and stuff. I mean, people who get there and qualify for loans are usually those and stuff, man, that don't need the money. So what does that mean? Is that you got to establish yourself. You got to get consistency. You got to get the consistency. You got to have the capital on you. Because regardless of whatever somebody extends to you, if you don't have the means of paying it back, right, then what's the purpose of having it? What's the purpose in having it? Okay, well, yeah, I need to get good credit and stuff like that, yeah. But in the midst of it, when you're trying to establish credit, what you're doing is you're building up capital to a point to where you find out that, man, you know what, a lot of these loans and stuff I really don't need because I got in my account. I got in my account and stuff, man. Okay, well, all right, I see these things. These are my goals right here. And so this is the type of money that I make. So if I budget myself, I have this amount, I have the money in this amount of time right here. And I ain't got to worry about interest or filling out applications and all this other stuff there. You know, it's just me going out here working. Once the money hits the account, okay, I go and cut the check or whatever and stuff and get whatever I need to get. Then I just pay myself back. Pay yourself back and stuff again. 0% interest, 0% finance application fee, and all the other stuff there. You know, that's what consistency gets you. Is that you can go, you can make purchases and stuff with confidence because you already know it's part of the plan. Okay, this how much I'm gonna need. This how much I'm gonna part with. This how long it's gonna take for me to make the money back. I regret getting a loan I didn't need. Yeah, I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, right? When you understand, you know, some things you're gonna need loans and stuff on, right? But you got to understand what's the whole purpose of the loan. What's the purpose of them? What's the whole purpose of getting things financed, right? And using the finance to your advantage, because that's what banks do every single day. That's what financial institutions do every single day. Interest rates are so low, why not use other people's money? I mean, the problem with using other people's money, a lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people don't know how to do that because you're seeing it right now and stuff, man. You know, they start, like I said, you're seeing people and stuff, man, just getting locked up left and right and stuff, man, behind PPP loans, SBA loans. Second they get the money, they're going out here making all these they're making all these astronomical purchases and stuff like that, and they don't even have the money in the account. So they don't have or understand financial literacy. Now, to the ones who understand it, right, then, you know, yeah, we can sit there and say that. Well, yeah, we can use other people's money to take care of purchases, stuff like that. Right. A foolish money soon, it will soon depart. You know, but that's why, you know, like I tell people about financing things and stuff like that. Oh, well, I don't want to finance nothing because I don't want that burden over my head. So you rather go over here and pay for the purchase now and stuff rather than, and these are people that are talking about taking this money. They're talking about taking this money and putting it to work. So if all they need is the minimum, now you already got the money to buy it straight out. But if they just need a minimum and then you can get the product, and this product is something that can help you make money, and the money that you're making and stuff, man, can go towards the purchase, and all they need is a small minimum for this short amount of time. What can you do with the money that you already got? Put it to work. You know what I'm saying? Because if you already got the money, that's the fail safe right there. In case the worst happens. You still ain't out of nothing and stuff. Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and pay it off and be done with it. But you're still going to have to work. You're still going to have to work regardless. You're still going to have to pay yourself back. So, yeah, you can go out here, you can make the purchase and stuff and then pay yourself back. And then whatever interest you want to charge and stuff, that's fine. Or if you want to use other people's money, that's fine too. But understand, that's the cost of doing business. You don't get something for nothing. Even if you do it yourself, even if you use your own finance and stuff, you're not getting something for nothing. It's going to cost you. So, but people are so fixated on these costs. They're so fixated on these costs and stuff because they say, I just want to get this product and I want to relax. And business, the truth of business is that there's no point in time where you can relax. There's no point where you can relax and take it easy. I mean, you know, the richest people in the world and stuff, they're not sitting back and stuff and saying, well, you know, I'll go over here. You know, even when he went to outer space and stuff like that, when he came back down and stuff, he had to go to work. Everything that the person does, you know, is consistent of work. It's not sitting back on some yacht or whatever, you know, because here it is, you got a business, but then now you got other people that are in charge of your business, and then these people here and stuff, they ain't got nothing to lose. They ain't got nothing to lose and stuff. So, you know, if all your earnings and stuff is spent up trying to maintain a business, you know, because it's stepped away from the scope of what you saw that can ultimately make money and stuff for you, but you got to trust it in the hands of other people, right? You got to trust in the hands of other people that they can be profitable, that they can turn a profit and stuff for you in your business. And you got to look at that. Now, you're the billionaire and you're hiring somebody who makes what, a couple $100,000 a year? You're the billionaire. You're the billionaire and stuff. And so it's with their innovation and their skill, it's with their innovation, their skill set on what they're going to use to make your business money. The only thing that they don't have is the very capital itself and stuff so that they can open up their own version, right? So the best that they can do is go over here and work for you. That's a scary situation right there. You got the capital, you just don't have what you don't have and stuff is the I ain't gonna say what you don't have. It's just those ideas and stuff, right, that sits in the minds of other people that can push things to the next level. You know, he's not creating all that stuff in the business. You know, Elon Musk and the rest of them, they're not creating these. They're not the scientists, the engineers, the architects. They're not creating these things and stuff. The only thing, they just have the capital to put behind these individuals so that they can create these things into this business. But they saying, well, heck, it can work for me if I just had the capital. So what they doing, they taking their ideas and stuff and seeing, well, hey, can I get a loan? Because this is my idea right here and stuff. Even though I work for this business, this is what I do here. But I created a formula or idea that I want to put forth and stuff. I just don't have the capital necessary. But if I was to reveal it to the person I work for, yeah, they'll stand behind the project and stuff, but they're going to be the ones making billions of dollars and stuff. And I just get, a paycheck on Friday and stuff like that. A couple $100,000 a year. A couple $100,000 a year, but your invention is going up and down the highway. It's one in every third person and stuff on the planet has something of your creation, of your genius, but you just didn't have the capital. You just didn't have the capital to put it to fruition. You won't have all these departments and stuff. You don't have all these departments and stuff that's there that can expedite these, that can expedite these issues. Expedite these ideas and stuff that you create. Now here it is and stuff again. You're just the one person, and you got all these people and stuff that's in here creating things and stuff, man, that can make millions and billions of dollars. Because these are things and stuff, man, that have pretty much been unheard of and stuff, right? Or they're just ideas and concepts, but they're being manifested and stuff into something real that people want now. We're up to what, PlayStation 5 now? We got the iPhone 13. Just create new ideas and stuff, it was a concept and stuff yesterday, but now, it's manifested. Is it better to borrow money on credit or finance with a bank? Okay. Is it better to borrow money on credit? Well, at the end of the day, it all depends on what your interest level is going to be. Because if you borrow something on credit stuff, if you have a credit card, it just depends on what kind of credit card that you have and what the interest rates are and stuff are. What's the terms on getting these things paid back on credit, as opposed to going to the bank where they're going to add their interest rate and stuff, man, and their terms and conditions and stuff there. Now both of these are going to equally report to your credit. Well, let me say this. Depends on who you use. It depends on who you use and stuff, because, some people will finance things and stuff, but they're a standalone bank and stuff, right? Take Ohio Truck Sales and stuff, right? The finance institution that they use and stuff, right? Now, if you go and you get a truck and you make your payments and stuff on time and everything, that's good, that's fine, that's wonderful, right? You pay the truck off. The only thing that you can do is you can just do business with that particular bank. That's it. You can only do business with that particular bank there. So if their interest rate is if their interest rate and stuff, they got you locked in and say 15%, right? They got you locked in at 15% and stuff, which I'm saying is a lot higher, but I'm just, I'm not trying to be astronomical and stuff like that, but I'm just saying 15% with this particular bank here. They'll finance anything you got because you established, you got a, you got business history and stuff with them. But if you go somewhere else, then nobody, this particular bank didn't report on your credit. So even though you did business with them and you bought this particular equipment and it cost this amount of money and you did it in this term right here, they never reported anything. So credit is almost the same way. It just depends on most institutions report, but then you got some and stuff who don't. Like if you do business with some of these if you do business and stuff, man, with the Native Americans, for instance, some Native American credit institutions and stuff, man, will allow you credit, but you in the same situation like the bank I mentioned with Ohio Truck Sales, is that you can use their business and stuff, purchase things and stuff like that, pay them back, but that just means that you just got a business relationship with them. But they're not going out here and stuff and saying, well, hey, man, you're a person of good standings. So understanding what institutions and stuff that you go to, but it all depends on what the interest level and stuff is for each people you deal with and stuff, whether it's credit cards, whether it's the banks. Typically, your credit cards and stuff they're going to have a limit. They're going to have a higher interest rate and stuff, man, than your banks. Because banks got other venues of how to make money and stuff inside the institution, whereas the credit institution doesn't have but one form and stuff, and that's based upon what you do. So they gotta set their amount of stuff. They gotta set their stuff at a certain amount because they don't have any other way of making money other than what you do. That's it. They just do credit cards. Banks are into all types of other stuff, to make revenue for them. So, the interest rate stuff is going to be a little bit better. But ultimately what you want to get to a point to where you're not even using financial institutions at all to get things done. That's where you ultimately want to get to. You ultimately want to get to a point where you're not using financial institutions at all. It's that the only financial institution you have is yourself. So if you need to borrow, you borrow against yourself, right? Because your capital goes to whatever business venues and stuff that you have. You ain't got to do any kind of explanations or nothing. If you need it, there it is. Go ahead, put it out there, make it go to work. Put it to work for you. But it's not to discredit and say that, because again, I'd rather have it and not need it, need it not have it. But just make sure that you're using it the correct way. And that comes through financial literacy, financial discipline. Once you understand the literacy, you'll understand the discipline that's involved in it. So you're not going out here and somebody giving you, you get approved and stuff for a certain amount, and then the first thing you're doing is going down here, to your local Lamborghini or Porsche or Bentley, and give me the top of the line BMW and stuff, or Mercedes Benz and stuff like that, But that's what it boils down to, man. If you got a consistency in business, and stuff, man, you'll know where you stand on stuff. You see guys post stuff up here all the time talking about, hey man, I'm making $5,000 a week. That's what they were talking about a couple months ago. They're up here posting up settlements. Hey man, I'm making $5,000 a week in this lease program and stuff. Okay, where do you stand now? Here it is. You got a year. you got a year and stuff, and you've been making that 5,000 consistently. That's what you've been telling everybody. Okay, yeah, I'll make that a week. Okay, but you're still in the lease program. You're still in the lease program and stuff. You're still kicking out large sums of money and stuff in this lease, this lease truck and stuff. You're not trying to acquire to move to the next level and stuff, and do things for yourself. I'm not saying to leave the carrier, because you got consistency there, right? But ultimately you want to cut down on those expenses. If you love the truck so much, okay, well then you need to get it away from that person there and stuff, and go to some financial institution and say, hey, this is the type of truck I want to purchase this equipment right here. Let's see, most of these lease drivers are all gone nowadays. From the two. Well, I mean, as Chase and Andrews, as old ones fade into obscurity, you get new ones to pop up. You get new ones to pop up and stuff and say, hey man, listen, this lease program is one of the greatest things in the world and stuff, All you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, Prime was the best place to be. Then it was RST was the best place to be. Then Traveloka was the best place to be. You see what I'm saying? So, you get new pockets and you get a new place to open up and stuff, and somebody goes over there and they be the representative and say, man, hey, look, dude, I'm over here making all types of money. Meanwhile, you try to find the older guys and stuff, right, that been in it, and some of them saying, hey, listen, I'm hanging it up and stuff, man. I gotta go do something else. I ain't doing no more trucking videos no more. I ain't doing no more trucking videos no more and stuff. But the whole time they've been in there, what they was doing, going from one lease program to another lease program to another lease program. So, as people began to catch on, and stuff, and you got guys like yourself and many others that are going out here, and you got myself and many others and stuff that get out here and stuff and show you how it's done, and saying, well, hey, look, hey, we've been in these programs and stuff, man, and we're showing you that there's another way, there's a better way, a more efficient way of doing things, right? Now they got to kind of fade to black and stuff, right? Because, as they watch you, they run across you and stuff and say, well, daggone. They start watching you and stuff, and then they look at this dude here and stuff and say, okay, how long you been leasing the truck now? Oh, well, you've been in that lease program and stuff for 4-5 years. But you making this type of money, but you ain't made any kind of boss moves or nothing. You ain't moving to no positions of ownership. It's just, well, sign on the dotted line and stuff and just give you another truck through this carrier. Don't work no more. It doesn't work anymore and stuff. That veil has been revealed now. That veil has been revealed and stuff, and we see everything and stuff for what it is. People are starting to get an understanding of financial literacy and how things and stuff work. How you can make your money, save your money, and move it towards the right things. The breakdowns of okay, yeah, if you're really interested in getting a used truck, we're showing you the step by step, the play by plays now. We're not just, it's not people up here talking about it no more. They went out here and bought the older equipment. Okay, this what I had to do. This what I had to do and stuff. And you see my equipment up and running now. Okay, let me reach out to you and stuff and chop your brain up and stuff. What should I do? What should I do and stuff? Going to the auction used to be a thing and stuff. What we used to think and stuff, oh, that's just what the millionaires and stuff do. That's what the millionaires and stuff do. And they go down there and they the ones get all the good deals and stuff like that. And hey, you can go. It's open to the public, and you can go in there and stuff and try your luck in there. But you're not, you don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars and stuff. You just need to have the money and know what to do and stuff at the time. And stuff a situation comes up. God, there's plenty of people and stuff, man, that's telling you, okay, look, this is the play-by-play here. Just like this emission system You know, this emission system and stuff, this cancer, you know, people only talked about it and stuff once upon a time. See, now, you know, we just, hey, give you the play by playing stuff, right? You know, hey, listen, you need to go get some surgery. You need to go get some surgery, get that cancer removed and stuff, right? Okay, well, if I get it removed and stuff, what's going to happen? Well, okay. I had my cancer and stuff removed over 3 years now and stuff, and all this stuff that they said was supposed to happen didn't happen. You know, you still see me going up and down the highway, and they talking about, oh, well, your truck gonna be running all raggedy and all that stuff there. Like, okay, all right, where? Explain to me and stuff, right? Because, you know, I was doing it and stuff, and if anything would have happened, I definitely would have been the first one up here to say something about it. But, you know, they start getting them the orange light of death. They get them orange light of death and stuff. Them SPN lows, them SPN lights and stuff like that. You know, I'm all on Facebook Market and stuff, man. I mean, not Facebook Market, Facebook group and stuff, man. Every day I got to explain somebody and stuff, man, what that code means and stuff and what you got to do. You know. Well, I'm thinking about purchasing this equipment right here. Do you think this is a good idea? What you got to look out for and stuff. And so, just give them the whole play-by-play with paperwork and stuff in tow. You just couldn't do that years ago. Everybody would just speculate. That's why I say, you know, bringing you the knowledge and dropping the science in this industry of what we call trucking. Okay? But I wanted to speak about something else and stuff, and then I'm gonna go and jump on off here and stuff. As far as like the changes that's gonna be made to the channel and stuff, right? I done got some stuff made. I don't know. I'm not gonna do any merch. I'm not doing any merch and stuff. So if you guys start seeing certain stuff that I'm doing or I'm displaying, oh man, you know, I'm not doing any merch and stuff, man. That's just something for me. That's just something for my channel and stuff, right? If it grows, then yeah. If it grows and stuff, I don't even think I'll sell it. If you like it and you want it and stuff, I just probably get you one made and send it to you and stuff. But you know, I'm waiting on one other thing and stuff to be made, and then I just go ahead and incorporate that and stuff into the channel and stuff, right? So this kind of forum right here and stuff where I got it set up with the, you know, just speaking through the phone and stuff. We're gonna, you know, like I said, I already got the laptop for the editing and stuff like that. I just need to get the cameras, the microphones, that sort of thing there and stuff, right? So, you know, those changes right there and stuff are coming. What I wanted to do ultimately is get you know, they got these suites, right? They got these suites and stuff back where I live at, and they'll lease you an office space and stuff, you know, for about $200 a month. And so, what I want to do ultimately and stuff is that when I go live, I want to, you know, actually go to that studio and set something up in there and stuff. The problem is that, you know, setting up ain't hard. It's just I got to get some consistency when I'm talking about doing my live feeds, and to get that studio will require some consistency. And I you know, with the way, you know, I'm working all the time and stuff like that, I want to cut back on working, but I can't shut down. I can't shut down on the days I want to. I want to, you know, I do my live feeds, you know, I try to do them mostly on the weekend stuff, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And for me to be home on those days and stuff, that's when I make the most money and stuff, you know. That's when I make the most money. And so doing live feeds during the week, I don't get as many views and stuff on lives, right? But it's easy to take a Tuesday and a Wednesday off or something like that. But Tuesday and Wednesday, that's usually when people out there riding around and getting it and stuff. So I can do it. It's just it just be kind of a waste right now. So, but it's something in the future and everything, that I wanna go towards and stuff like that. Cause the place I'm getting and stuff, I can do live feeds and stuff, from my place. It's just what I'm worried about and stuff is like, people finding your location and all that other stuff there. I don't have any trolls and stuff on the channel, thank God. But you still got people that do shady type stuff or whatever. Like, see, when you're doing live feeds and nobody knows where you are and stuff like that, can't nobody really call in on nothing. I'm getting a new spot and stuff. I'm getting a new spot and stuff, man. It's just all I was waiting on doing was taking care of this transmission. Once the transmission is done, now I'm free to take care of all this other stuff. That was the biggest holdup. I wanted to take care of the transmission. I got that done. I got the money and stuff back. So it is what it is now. It's just it's just to do a live feed and then to be at the house doing it. Now you stationary and you're making yourself a target. You make yourself a target for nonsense and stuff. See, the studio on the other hand, and stuff, that's a little different because see, if they come, when you're at a studio, you're not open to a lot of stuff. You can see a lot of things come before it gets there and stuff, and then people can already recognize and stuff. Okay, all right, that's some nonsense and stuff like that. But when you at the house, and you're setting your stuff up, that's a little different. So it's still gonna be done the same way and stuff, either in the truck or it's gonna be done in the studio and stuff, right? It's just the equipment. I go ahead and get the equipment. I know which type of equipment and stuff to get, that sort of thing there and stuff, right? So I guess I don't know. I have to check and see. And stuff, right? We're gonna be doing a lot of Q&As and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to set it up to where people can actually call in. You can actually call in and whatever question and stuff that you ask and stuff, because some people have questions right there on the spot that they want to ask. And I be telling guys, constantly, look, dude, my personal information is on my page. Go up there, give me, text me, let me know who you are and stuff, and like that, and we'll set something up, and then me and you can talk and stuff directly that way and stuff. Cause some things need to be done a little bit more deeply. But anyhow, that's the thing. That's the thing there. So the last thing I want to talk about is stuff is like, all right, the people who did my logos and stuff, right? The people who did my logos and stuff, I'm convinced now that social media is probably the wrong place to advertise your business. If you got a business, right, and social media is the only place you advertise it and stuff, then what happens is you got a plethora of these scammers, right, that are doing the same thing. And so you might be genuine. You might be on the level. But then you got all these other scammers out here and stuff that want to muscle in and stuff and just make things and stuff a lot more difficult and stuff for people want to establish themselves and stuff, and then, use social media as the apparatus to get it done. I mean, yeah, it's free, but at the same time, you're not risking nothing. So it's nothing to invest. And so this one guy and stuff, I acquired his service and stuff, and I asked him to do this particular thing for me and stuff. And so, like I was saying before and stuff, is that people that I do business with, right? You gotta have some kind of business to where I can contact you directly. I gotta contact you directly and stuff, because if something gets mistranslated, if it gets lost in translation, communication and all the things there, I need ETAs, an actual place of business where I can go to and see you at work. Because if I can't see you, then chances are you're probably up to no good. And so this guy right here and stuff, just sure enough, I recommend, if you have a business, be in the States. You got to be in the United States, because I do deal with people internationally, but the people I deal with internationally, they got apparatuses set up to where there's no communication barrier. There's no communication barrier and stuff, right? It requires, it's to a point to where I don't have to contact them at all. But if you're a business and you can't be contacted, and you don't have an actual place of business, then it's no point in me even trying to do business with you. You're just a nomad. You're a nomad and stuff like that. And so these guys, I gave them the opportunity, right? Because I say, okay, listen, you want me to describe something to you by texting you, and I'm like, you're not getting it. So I asked them, okay, all right, are you a business that's in the state? And yeah, I'm a business that's in the state and stuff, right? Okay, well then, give me your number so I can contact you and stuff, and then I can tell you what I want. They don't have any number and stuff to contact them. So then the next step, I got to give you my number. So when I give you my number, when I give you my number, I expect you to call me. If you got my number and I give you the green light, I expect you to call me. And so then, okay, it's you calling me, but then you want to video call me. You calling me through Instagram. I'm like, no, dude, no. I didn't give you permission to do that. I gave you my phone number so that you can call me. I don't need, all this face contact and all this other stuff here. I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that and stuff, man. If you're not proficient with the English language, right? The English language, then again, we can't do business, because it's going to be hard. I'm going to be describing things and stuff, and then when you talk to me, it's going to be, huh? What did you say? And then I got to do a bunch of repeating myself or breaking it down to where you have an understanding on where you are and stuff with the English language. So, if you're not from the States, if you're not from the United States and stuff, man, then I just can't do business with you. I can't. And then the other thing, this guy, a lot of businesses that aren't from the United States and stuff, they're real, what's the word? They're real hyper aggressive when it comes to their business. They're real hyper aggressive. Okay, I set up a date and time and stuff on how to get things and stuff done, and then you're just constantly messaging me. You're constantly messaging me. I mean, businesses are from 9 to 5. And see, when I ask where you're from, if you're from the States, I can give somebody the benefit of the doubt. If I'm over here on the East Coast and then you're in LA, right? That's a 4-hour difference and stuff like that. I can give you the benefit of the doubt over there. But even then, you should have an understanding, right? Even then, I'm back in the raggedy truck. Even then, you should have an understanding about how things and stuff work in the States. This guy called me. This guy called me 1 o'clock in the morning. This guy called me 1 o'clock in the morning and stuff. I mean, and I really lost my stuff. I'm like, man, if you want it, I don't use profanity a lot. Well, I want to say this. I don't use profanity when I'm doing my live feeds and stuff like that. But if it's one thing that can upset me, if you want to see me, if you really want to get cussed out and stuff, man, call me when I tell you not to call me, when you don't have the permission to call me. And this guy called me 1 o'clock in the morning and stuff, man. I let him have it. I let him have it. Because what kind? I say, what kind of business does that? What kind of business does that and stuff? You're doing designs for me now. You're doing a design for me. You're saying that you can't wait. You're saying you can't wait till 7 o'clock in the morning. What you doing is so important and stuff that you got to contact me now. So then I had to realize, your accent and stuff is real. Your accent is real strong and stuff. So you see, you're not someone from the States. At T Hill, Tanaka, and Boo, tanking and banking. They helped me through my semi breakdown. Why do you keep saying that? It's not even. It wasn't even a breakdown, Brandon. That was just. It was just a hose that cost you $200. You act like you was broke. You act like you was. They had to come in there and they had to tow you and all that other stuff there, and and they gave you some bad news and told you, hey man, look, we can't get to you till next week. But that's all I'm saying, fellas, is that the people who did the business for me and stuff, man. That dude really pissed me off. But there was one woman and stuff, and shout out to Chris. Shout out to Chris, because once I get everything and stuff done, I'm gonna put it together, and y'all gonna see the work for yourself. And then if you want her to do the work for you and stuff, then I'll give you the link to where you can contact her and stuff like that. I'm just saying. Chris, with all love, right? Out of love. I like what you do real good work. You do real good work and stuff, but you got to kind of change. You got to change the way people contact you, sweetheart. This for love right here. Okay, when you got to spend money, it's a breakdown. Okay. All right. It's a breakdown. Oh, okay. All right, Brandon. It was a breakdown then. It was a breakdown. But Chris, like I said, sweetheart, look, I like what you do. You do real good work. And we got a good communicational apparatus, but when people start coming to you, if you want to do it consistent, you got to get something. You got to get something better than what you already got, because you do good work. She does real firework and stuff, man. It's just you got to get a better communication apparatus. That's all I'm saying. Your business is on point. You just got to get something a little better, because talking to you and stuff like that, your English and stuff is not on point. It's not where it needs to be and stuff, man. And so, I'm patient, but even then it has its limits, right? It's too many times, when I got to keep repeating myself on certain things and stuff, man, that's when I start saying, I do stuff to get off the phone. Hey, listen, I got a bad signal or something like that. Hey, listen, I got to talk to you later. That sort of thing there and stuff, man. If your English is not that well, I got put out of service too. Oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah. Yeah, the DOT has been working real hard, man. They have been working real hard. But I don't even see why you got put out of service. With all this stuff you did to that truck and stuff, I don't even know why you got put out of service. No trailer light and flat tire. I don't even believe that now. No, you just messing around now, Brandon. No, hey. No trailer light and a flat tire. Okay. Same person talking about he broke down and stuff in Carlisle and all they do was change the cooling hose. you got put out of service. Okay, yeah. You dead serious. Okay. A flat tire and the trailer lights being out. I ain't seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. It's on Dirty Broke channel. Okay. Okay, all right. I mean, you saying it, but I mean, you saying it, but I mean, like I said, it's just when you said flat tire and trailer lights and stuff, man, you had a red sticker on the window. Yeah. You probably got a red sticker up there, but it wasn't no out of service sticker. It wasn't no OOS sticker, so I mean, come on, man. All right, well, listen, fellas. I guess that concludes tonight's program. I said my contact information again is on my YouTube page. Look it up there and stuff. If you got to contact me, text me first. Let me know who you are. Let me know what the subject matter is and stuff. You ain't got the email. You ain't got to reach out through Instagram and stuff. You can go up here on my YouTube channel. My phone number's up there. Text me. That's the fastest way to get to me. Text me. Let me know who you are. Let me know what the information is about, pertaining to. I'll set up a time and stuff, man, and we can go into constructive dialogue, right? And with that being said and stuff, hit me up on Instagram and stuff. My Instagram page is Rhode Island Red Rooster 22. Rhode Island Red Rooster 22 on Instagram, where I'm always posting things about my 2013 Freightliner Cascadia. This weekend I'm gonna be busy, so I can just go ahead and say it for certain and stuff that I won't be going live tomorrow or Sunday. So, it is what it is. Stuff I gotta do this load, deliver it tomorrow. Then I gotta be back up there in Maine. I'm gonna be up there in Lewiston, Maine, 4 a.m. Monday. So y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me, because them Lewiston loads and stuff, man. Them Lewiston loads, they don't be messing around, but they give me the business every time. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow and stuff. So you the Northeast King. Now if you get put out of service, now you get put out of service and stuff, man, you just the Northeast. But look, y'all have a good evening, have a good night and stuff. This is your man right here, the one, the only, beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue your research, fact-finding studies, harness on your skills every day. Until next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, peace out.